Hi, my name is Jackie, and I'm obsessed with internet quizzes. Like most people on the internet, I enjoy wasting countless hours taking quizzes about personality, or where I should go on vacation, or what piece of IKEA furniture I am. I'm just going to go ahead and bookmark that. As I was scrolling through the internet late night, I came across an interesting quiz called the Meme Compass, which can be found at memecompass.com, and I will put a link to it down at the bottom. We're going to look at what kind of memes really are my kind of thing. First things first, before I start, I need to show you this. This is my brand new mug, and I love it, and it is perfect in every way, shape, or form, and it's even got like a second death before decaf on its other side, and yes, I live for awesome mugs like this, plus microwave and dishwasher safe, which is a huge thing for me when it comes to these mugs. So yes, yay! My new favorite mug. Looking at this quiz, we have here a little bit of a chart. So on the left we have normie, go on the right dink, above we go have edgy, and at the bottom we have wholesome. And they even have like a little bit of a description of each of them. I'm not going to read these to you guys. You can read for yourself, I hope. Before I start this quiz, I'm kind of going to try to predict where I'm going to land on this. And judging by my general like of most things meme, I think I'm probably going to be somewhat in the normie section, but I'm probably going to be like in the middle of edgy and wholesome. So about there. About here. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, select your meme sources. Oh god, like right off the bat you start with 4chan, and 4chan is like the dark, like rabbit hole of cringe right there. And I'm not even gonna expand it open because no. 9gag, BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed is like 2-week-old stale memes that have been like ripped to shreds. Like they've just overprocessed it. Cheeseburger. What, are we in 2006? Did I miss something? Facebook is not a place for good memes. Facebook is a place where your mom goes to find memes. No, that was not meant to be a your mom joke. Funny junk. I'm not really good on the funny junk. Google Images is not really good for memes. It's good for like finding meme variations, but if you really want to find a good quality meme, Google Plus, huge lol, iFunny. I don't really like a lot of these sites. Too spammy. Instagram. Also very spammy, but actually probably one of the few sources that I really go to for memes. Know your meme. Always a good place to go. Reddit. Again, an infinite dark rabbit hole. Tumblr. Occasionally I'll see a meme showing up there, but it's usually on the darker side when it winds up on Tumblr. And Twitter. I think Twitter has been my most common source of these. Alright. The first thing we're greeted with is a Pepe. But it looks like that's question 2, so let's go back to question 1. If a meme becomes mainstream, it has lost its touch and is no longer funny. Oh, okay, this is a little bit tricky because a meme becoming mainstream doesn't mean it's not funny anymore. It just means more people know about it. But part of the funny, I guess, was that not a lot of people knew about it, so it's like an inside joke. I'm going to go ahead and say disagree for now, but it's just kind of like... I don't think the joke gets less. I just think you lose some of the inside factor. Alright, back to the Pepe. Pepe represents a hate symbol, a god, a meme, or a cartoon frog. Alright, my feelings on Pepe are a bit mixed because, I looked up what it was before it became a hate symbol. And, even the guy who created Pepe is not happy that that's what happened to Pepe. It's just not a good situation when a meme can be destroyed like this. I'm gonna pick a cartoon frog because he's not really much of a good meme anymore. He's just been ruined. Next one. The more layers of irony a meme has, the better. Ooh. Like, memes are seriously perfect. The more irony they have. But at some point you put on so much irony that you're like, what was the original intention? And you kind of lose what was and was not irony. So I'm gonna go ahead and agree. And not strongly agree just because of that alone. So I have a feeling most of the questions of this quiz are going to be basically strongly agree, disagree, or strongly disagree, with a handful of really interesting ones thrown in. Me trying to handle life. I love the choice of The Office in this one, because you know that's me most days. I think that's most of us all days. This is too hashtag relatable. I'm gonna go ahead and strongly agree with this one. This was a good choice for this particular meme. Memes cannot die. Technically, a meme cannot die. I mean, people are still quoting the "I can have a cheeseburger," even though nobody has talked about it since 2009 or something like that. So it's technically not dead, but most people don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and say memes cannot die. They can lose a lot of their relevance, but they can't truly die. There'll always be someone quoting it. Corporations, schools, and public officials unironically using memes to appeal to teenagers is cool. No. I will say though, just kind of like little asterisks here, some corporations can actually use it pretty well, and so it's pretty interesting. Like, I don't know if you guys seen the Outback Steakhouse versus Texas Roadhouse. I'll put it wherever fits on this screen, somewhere here. That was pretty good, what they did with it, with the chum bucket and the Krusty Krab. But as a general, no, just strongly disagree. No, don't use, no, don't. Just no. Sorry, I had a bit of a reaction to cute. Sorry. Not sorry. Alright, what do we have here? This image represents a dog. A doggo. Yeah, I don't even really know what the heck's going on the third option. Whatever. I'm gonna say doggo. I get the word is kind of semi-retired. And again, goes back to that cannot die or die, but this is a doggo. There's nothing more pure and innocent and great in this world, period. So, doggo. Brace yourself. Questions are coming. This meme is relatable or cringy. Okay, are there any Lord of the Rings movies that have not been memed? I'm gonna go ahead and say this particular version of this meme is cringy. This is kind of like a second tier sort of meme from the Lord of the Rings. A better version from the same franchise would be the "one does not simply." Like, that is a good meme. This, it's okay. Is okay, and because of that, it's so old, it makes it cringy. Not relatable anymore. Oh, look, we have a giant emoji. Okay. Unironically using the laughing, crying emoji increases meme quality. What? I'm mildly confused by this question. Okay, I'm a bit confused, but the way I understood it, so when you ironically use the laughing, crying emoji, it does actually increase the meme quality, but when you unironically use, I mean, I'm confused, I'm lost. I'm gonna go ahead and say disagree just because it doesn't make any sense. Alright, next one. When girls sneeze. When boys sneeze. When dad sneeze. So, this is kind of interesting. This kind of reminds me more of the brain, the brain meme, which I actually really like. But this is pretty good too. But do I kind of like it as much as the brain one? You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say strongly agree, because I do like. You know, no. I'm gonna hold my ground. I like the brain one more, so thereby I'm only giving this one an agree. All right. What is your opinion on dabbing? Okay. So it's not that I care one way or the other if a person dabs. It's the reaction of other people when that person dabs. Because that's hilarious. Like, they cringe, so it's hilarious because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and say, not because I actually care about the dabbing part, but it's the other people's reaction to the dabbing that I think is hilarious. Now that I got that out of my system. Alright. When you tap your pockets but don't feel your phone. Not sure this was the best image for this one, but this is very hashtag relatable. God knows how many panic attacks I've given myself over this, or losing my keys, or my wallet. Yeah, mostly those three. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes. Strong meme. Alright, next one. Sneezes on an airplane. Arrested for bioterrorism. Okay, wow. So I know this guy. This was, I think, Bad Luck Brian or something like that. If I wasn't familiar with this meme and I just saw this specific one, I'd kind of be like, this is not a good meme. But since I do know about the meme, I'm just going to go with agree. To the person who made this test, if you're watching this, if you could kind of like adjust the questions a little bit so that there's like more than one example of each meme, so you know people get the general gist if they're not familiar with it. Next one. When you're having a great weekend and Monday run up on you like hashtag relatable. Yep. I'm sure there's probably a lot better images than this, but this is still pretty choice. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a good meme and I strongly agree. Alright, next one. Harami is a funny meme, a victim of a tragic event that should not be mocked, as dead as the meme. Okay, I'm very much against what happened there, and it's not cool, especially when it did become memed. Yeah, 2 and 3 are most accurate, but I'm kind of leaning on 2. Just because, yeah, that was just no. That was just no bueno. Some memes are plain dark humor and should not be referred as memes. Ooh. Yeah, some are pretty dark. Others are not, you know. I'm gonna go with agree, because some are pretty dark, but it's not an all-around inclusion to everything, so whatever. The more a joke relies on shock factor, the funnier it gets. Does a joke really need shock factor? I mean, I've seen funny jokes that don't have shock factor and they're still funny. I'm gonna say disagree. Some shock factor is good for some jokes. That's just not all jokes, so no. Incoming Harvard students were kicked out for sharing memes on a Facebook group. The memes mock sexual assault, the Holocaust, child abuse, and contain racial slurs. They deserve their punishment. I'm gonna be very frank here and say things like genocide, abuse, assault, racism, these are not okay. These are flat not okay. Okay? So this is kind of really bad when you look at it, the fact that it's Harvard students, as in these are supposed to be really smart people and they're doing dumb stuff like this. That's no. Just no. So yeah, they deserve their punishment. Okay, that's not good. And on a Facebook group, I mean that's pretty public. That's just no. When you hear your girlfriend talking negatively about herself, aw. This is kind of like more of the memes I like. They're not deep, they're not very ironic, but you know, I am honestly dying to know, are there more Lord of the Rings memes or are there more SpongeBob memes? Like, I think I'm going to try to find out after I finish filming this video. I'm going to say, yes, this is a strong meme. Alright, next one. I think I was just saying this earlier, but things like the Holocaust, that is genocide? No, this is not funny. This is not okay. Genocide is not okay as a joke. No. This is not a good one. This is not a source of humor. Strongly agree. Not a good source of humor. No. Bad internet. Alright, next one. Friends who don't support your long-term goals. Friends who support and encourage your goals. This was a good meme. I did like this one a lot. Not the strongest showing for this one though. I think there's a lot stronger versions of this. So I'm gonna be like, yes, strong meme. A good meme challenges social norms. Yes. Most social norms. Not all. Certain things I mentioned earlier, no. So I'm gonna write agree, but with that little asterisk. when the doctor says you only have 1 hour left to live. This is not a very good version of this. I'm sorry. And then, you know, on top of that, if you're going to use something like this, can you at least remove the watermarks off the image? The meme itself, funny. This version, not so much. I'm going to give it agree just for that. When you're made into a meme, but you ain't mad because people love memes. Perfect. This is perfect. Like, this guy is perfect. Like, this was a good meme. Good meme. Finally, we can actually turn this into a positive. Yes, good meme. Again, watermark thing though. Okay, so looks like we are finally done. We're gonna get our results. Yay! And according to this, I am predominantly wholesome. I am so wholesome. Like, my prediction was only kind of partially right. I was like right about the normie side. Like, you can see, like, I'm like right there, and like in this region, like I said I would be. But I'm like so wholesome. Like, I thought I'd be a little bit edgy, but it's like, I was like, I am so wholesome. I'm just like, hello. Ugh. If you liked this video and you enjoyed learning about how wholesome my meme tastes are, go ahead and give it a like. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And go ahead and hit that little bell to let you know when I make a new video. I make a new video every other Friday. So I will see you again then. And if you want to take this quiz, I'm putting the link down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Goodbye.